Hey guys, Super Miles here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Ruby. In the last episode, I got some new guest commentary, my pal Leaf, and we began exploring the various stuff we can do now that we have the 4th gym badge, and also the Go Goggles. In this episode, we'll continue exploring with our new party member Trapinch in hand. Alright, we are back. I took the liberty of, I went ahead and posited Gulliver to go ahead and give Trapinch some love.
Oh, Zigzagoon is holding.
Yes, I noticed that and I hit take by accident when I meant to go down and go ahead and give Trapinch the EXP share.
So instead, all you could take from Trapinch was its happiness.
You know, I was about to make a really bad taste joke, but I think I'm not going to.
Okay.
Okay, let's see about selling a few items. There's some stuff that I don't think I'll need. Like 3 nuggets.
No, you need those. They're important.
I need the money from them.
Yeah.
And this Stardust.
Yeah, while we were off camera, he also took the liberty of showing me all the things in the box. So, now I have a better idea of what's going on here.
By the way, something that I forgot to mention, I mentioned I think a couple parts ago when I was talking about who I wanted for guest commentary. Leaf is actually the guy I believe I've mentioned before who inspired the nicknames for Shroomish, if I find one, as well as my Oddish, and he's also that guy I mentioned that I will freely admit to knowing more about Pokemon than me, without it leaving a bitter taste in my mouth.
Comes from having lonely elementary school and middle school years.
Yes, but anyway,
Wait, where did you get Psychic? Did it...
Yeah, it actually learns it naturally.
Really?
Yeah.
That quick?
Yeah, before...
That's not fair.
It doesn't even learn Psybeam. It goes from Confusion straight to Psychic. Blew my mind, too.
That's very unfair.
Although, at least it's unfair in my favor. Let's see. Hello, what's this? 6 rocks in a hexagon pattern around 1 cinder stone. That sounds important.
Probably not.
Yeah, you're right. It's nothing I've ever done.
Completely disregard it.
It's definitely nothing I've ever done on any of my files.
Well, I've done it on all of them.
I wish I could have done it, but one of the requirements I've only ever managed to do once successfully. And we're being so non-specific about this that people who never played this game before are probably just trying to figure out what it is. Don't worry, I'll show it off. It'll actually be my first time doing it, and the fact that it's on camera will probably lead to much hilarity. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's... Well, never mind. I'm not going to reveal it, I guess. Yeah, I mean, Mightyena seems to be doing alright. I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty powerful, but like it's the thing about most Pokemon you can get early in the game is that it's kind of outclassed later, but it's a good dark. It's at the very least a good dark Pokemon. Hello.
Ooh, there you go. One of my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon.
There's a Pokemon that I had forgotten was here. I mean, I was thinking of one of the other Pokemon you can find here, but I had actually forgotten about this one.
What dark type outclasses Mightyena?
I've already got a grass type on my team, though.
Cacnea appears.
Cacnea is a pure grass type, but its evolution, Cacturn, is a grass dark type. So it is a fairly good candidate for... Well, I've never used one, so
I've used Cacnea, and it's well worth it. It learns several really good moves. Its move pool is just great.
So is Dunsparce's.
Yeah, not saying much. Its stats are pretty good too.
Okay, is this a guy or a girl? It is a guy, good. I'm going to just make a minor reference here.
I don't get it.
Good, because I refuse to talk about the anime on this show other than saying that I don't like it.
Alright then.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, wasn't that youngster Drew who sent out to Sandshore?
Yes, it was. Oh, another Stardust over here. That's nice. Yes, as you can tell, this place is chock full of... Oh, okay, just a pinch, nothing to really show. We also took that time to talk about all the stuff that we were trying not to say on camera. I think if you're a superhero just because you're wearing goggles? Well, I suppose I do wear goggles when I'm mowing the lawn, so... By the way, Baltoy is that other Pokemon I was mentioning that I was expecting to find here. If memory serves, it is Ground Psychic, meaning that it goes down in a second if you bite it. Savage. Man, everything's pretty good still.
Everything has items too, I just noticed that.
Yeah, like the one thing that I don't have an item for yet is Gulliver, and you don't get its item until close to the 6th badge.
Well, that's fine. Good things to come to those who wait.
Of course. Which reminds me, around that same time, we'll actually get a Pokemon that will do good against, we'll find a Pokemon that will do good in contests. I just realized that I was about to faint, and I was about to raise my attack for nothing, but yes, I one-shotted it because I used Towel. And he's still got another Pokemon. I'm switching so that Nana won't die.
Yeah, you're gonna need to grind a good bit, because I'm sensing some issues in the future.
Or I could, you know, have at least one failed tank on all the odd-numbered gym badges.
Did you have a failed take on the first?
Yeah, I lost once.
Oh.
I essentially tried to do something ballsy and then just, well, ballsed it up.
Yeah, I don't really know why, but every single time I played Ruby or Sapphire in childhood, I would always have my starter evolve before I went to the first gym. I never went to that gym. I have yet to go to that gym with an unevolved starter.
It does make sense to evolve your Pokemon. I mean, 16 is a decent level to be for that, but,
Oh, hello.
What?
I just noticed the fossils. I forgot about them.
Yeah, I was about to mention those before I ran into this Pokemon, and Nana's going to die if I don't. You know, I'll just use a heal. I'll just
Hypercutter, you're good. Run.
I'll just heal. Instead of all the feels, I'll do all the heals. It's terrible.
Yeah, that one wasn't good.
I saw a video description earlier today that that was like warning all the feels. I bit something that's like all jaw.
That's just gross.
Oh. Real quick, let's just figure out. Oh, let's just see real quick what animation does Secret Power use.
Well, that's fine.
Okay. Let's see. So here's something.
The encounter rate here must be incredibly high, or you're very, very unlucky.
I don't mind. I refuse to use repels because I need training anyway.
Yes, you do.
I can't wait to see like the two. It'll probably take like 2 videos of like after I beat Norman, there's going to be like 2 videos chock full of me going through all the water the water routes that you can do just to fight all the trainers there.
That sounds good. I know I've gotten in a habit recently. I never did when I was little, don't get me wrong. But I fight every single trainer. I make sure I hunt them down the second I can and fight them.
Oh, I know. Like, once we beat the 5th gym, we'll get a couple of new routes open to us, and I'm going to go through there with a checklist. I will make a checklist before starting the episode, so that I can make sure that I fight every single trainer that will become available to us.
That's fine.
But while we were talking, we've come up to the corner here, and there are a couple of whatever these are here. It's a fossil. This is the root fossil, and this is the claw fossil. Now these are the fossils for this game. The root fossil will become Lily or Lileep or whatever you pronounce it, which evolves into
Cradilly.
Cradilly, thank you. Which is, if memory serves, a rock grass type.
Yeah, and I find it to be the more useful of the two.
Yeah, the other
personally.
one, the claw fossil becomes Anorith, which evolves into Armaldo, rock bug type.
Which looks wicked cool. I love Armaldo.
I believe I've used Armaldo before, although I really have no preferences. I probably won't use either of these, but which one do you think I should take, Leaf?
I don't know. Cradilly, it always brings about funny mistakes in the AI because it never seems to know what to do against it.
Hence Chugga saying in his Emerald Let's Play, like, no one ever seems to remember what type it is. Apparently not even the AI can.
Yeah. I've seen some shenanigans with Cradilly.
Okay, then I'm probably not going to use it, but just for the heck of it, let's go ahead and take the root fossil. If this fossil is taken, the other one will sink into the sand. So we've been warned, but this is the one we're going to choose. By the way, in Pokemon Emerald, these the fossils will be in a different place in a dungeon called the Mirage Tower, and then the one that you don't pick, you can actually get during the after game.
Those lucky Emerald people. I never grew up with Pokemon Emerald.
I got Emerald not too long after it came out.
Yeah, I only ever had Ruby, and, well, no, I did have Sapphire too. I think I had every version until Gen 4 came out, and then I stopped getting all of them.
I actually started with Pokemon Ruby. I got it for Christmas. Story time. I got Pokemon Ruby for Christmas. That night it got mixed. I think it got mixed up in the wrapping paper. Never saw it again. A few weeks later, saved up and bought Sapphire with my own money.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's sad, but it explains why I'm kind of playing Ruby here. Because it's kind of like the run of Ruby that I never had. A very casual run of Ruby. I never actually got the chance to play Ruby because I lost it and then decided to go for Sapphire when I saved up to replace it. I mean, that was the night that I got a GBA. Like, my first video game system was a Game Boy Advance SP that I got for Christmas along with Pokemon Ruby. Started off my ownership of it without actually having a game for it.
So that's just depressing. Yeah, I started with a Game Boy Color when I was like 3.
Well, you're luckier than I was, I guess.
Yeah. And I still have the fond memories of playing through Blue. That game was frightening.
I owned Blue at some point, but I never really played the Gen 1. I never owned any of the Gen 2 games, and I rarely played the Gen 1 games. I mean, I owned Blue at some point. The one that I played more was Yellow, but I had a dry internal battery for my Yellow version, so whenever the Gen 1 games, if their internal battery was dry, whenever you turned it off, it would delete your save file. Not even kidding.
Yeah, my Gold version does that.
But either way, while we were talking, we got here to Fall Arbor Town because I think that we should give poor bummed out Professor Cosmo the meteor. Oh, I never should have let myself be conned into telling Team Magma where you can find meteorites. That meteorite from Meteor Falls, it's never going to be mine now. Jackpot! Oh, huh? That item, could it be? Is it the meteorite that Team Magma took from Meteor Falls? Please, may I have it? I'm not asking for it for free. How about in exchange for this TM? So, it represents his feeling of gratitude. It is TM27, Return.
Turn.
Another of the random TMs that I actually know the number for.
I remember TM27 very clearly.
I don't use TM27 too much. One that I remember even better is TM26. That one, like every Pokemon fan knows TM26 because I can't wait to get it. But Return is a move. It's a very interesting move. Oh, by the way, item that I guess I did go back and get it. Huh. Never mind. Return is a move that depends on the happiness of a Pokemon. The happier it is, like the more it likes you, the stronger Return will be.
Have you picked up your friendly neighborhood Zangoose yet?
Zangoose? No, I don't believe I caught one.
No.
Or I forget. I'm not doing like a true catch-em-all. At least I'm not at the moment. I may turn it into a catch-em-all later, but for now, all I'm doing is just catching any Pokemon that I run into that I haven't caught yet.
Yeah, but back to your explanation of Return. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah. If your Pokemon has max happiness, then Return can have a max of 102 power, which is as far as I know, would make it the strongest normal type move without a drawback. Like essentially anything stronger would be like Double Edge, which does recoil damage, or Hyper Beam, which makes you recharge the next turn. So I wouldn't want to use either of those. But Return is one of the moves that, like, if you know your Pokemon's happiness is like maxed out, is a good move to have. But barring that, we're about to get the best. We're about to get the other best normal type move to have without drawbacks.
So many Whismur.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember in Ruby, after I beat the Elite Four for I think the third time with just my Blaziken, and the Groudon that I only used for... I can't even remember which member it was. I think I only used Groudon on the first member of the Elite Four. But, I had an X-Cloud that I got because I felt like I wanted something else, and I loved that thing. It's not great, but I love the model.
Yeah, X-Cloud does look pretty cool. We'll probably end up seeing one of those later because you can, not too long from now, we'll start running into Gabby and Ty again, and each time you re-challenge them, their teams will become stronger, up to the point that, Gabby's Whismur will evolve into its top form of X-Cloud, and Ty's Magnemite will evolve into Magneton. Now, once again, while we were talking, we got here to the Rust Turf Tunnel. Now that we have Rock Smash, we can break down these rocks to create an easy passage between Rustboro City and Verdant Turf Town. This is as far as I know, these two rocks are the only rocks that will not grow back once you leave the area. But once you do it, this person who is Wanda's boyfriend will give you HMO4 strength, which I believe you are required to get. And those two head out. And let's go ahead and go straight off. Strength is a very good move. It has 80 base power, meaning that it is one of the strongest normal type moves. and it has no drawbacks. So this is one of the few HMs that I would actually recommend teaching to someone that is not an HM slave. As such, I think we might try to teach it to Nana. Actually, part of me wants to keep Odor Sleuth just to deal with evasive noobs. And Howl's a good move for Nana, and I don't have another TM for secret power, so I think I'll teach it to maybe to Rono. Oh wow, I've been going for a while. It's probably best that we go ahead and end things off as soon as I do this.
Okay.
Yeah, Headbutt. Headbutt is good. It can cause a flinch, but Strength has a little bit more base power, and it's useful. It's got a lot of practical use. So I think I'll replace Rono's Headbutt with Strength. So now that we have made easy passage between Rustboro and Verdanturf by completing the Rustturf tunnel in about 10 seconds, where that digger was going for who knows how long at it, I think we're going to end things off here. So in the next part, we'll go ahead and check out how Wally's family is doing, which, by the way, it looks like he's not even here right now. I forget if we've already seen a certain line of text. If we haven't, I'll go ahead and tell you after this episode, or in the next episode. But in the next episode, we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll start, I think we'll go ahead and start moving through the Petalburg Gym. So yeah, Miles out. You can say bye too, Leaf.
Oh well, bye.